Hi guys, we're here in Columbus, Ohio for the Christmas Classic. I'm with my good buddy Al Roynuts here. So you can see he's sober, he's drinking a Pepsi. He's taking this race serious. He's coming for the comp. Anyway, we're going to go through a year in review for our 36 to 40 expert class in ABA and our 35 to 40 expert class in NBL. We're going to start at the top of the list here with Toby Johnson. Toby Johnson races ABA, doesn't race any NBL. He got NAG 10 this year in ABA, and he picked up a new sponsor. What do you think about it? He's a great guy. I think he's a great rider. He did very well this year. I believe he picked up his first win in Albuquerque, made the main at the Grands, got 4th place, and ended up NAG 10.
I'm curious if this show is about my opinion or yours, because I think they're going to vary drastically. Toby Johnson, yeah, he's a good dude. His skills are on par, Fullerton bikes, now he's going to be on QSI. The best thing about Toby, though, honestly, it's not his gates, it's not his riding, it's his wife. She's really hot.
He does have a good family. Got their BMX family. His son Peyton, 5 and under, expert, NAG 3, did really well this year. So Toby, I look for big things out of Toby this year. Al, obviously, he doesn't respect anybody, so you'll probably see him talking to Toby's wife in the pits at Reno and cussing Toby out on the gate, or cutting him off, one or two. All right, moving on here, we got a guy in the NBL, National number 10 this year. He didn't race any, well, he races ABA, but I don't believe he finished in the top 10. His name is William Nyes, I believe. I don't know him very well. I raced him last year in Columbus. He's a pretty fast guy. I believe he's from Indiana. I think I raced him in Rockford this year. I couldn't remember if he was at the Grands. I believe he was. Good rider. Like I said, I don't know much about him. I don't know if Al's heard of him.
I do know Mr. Nyes. He's a nice guy. A good gate starts, very vocal on the track. I really can't hear him because he's so far behind me, but he's a nice guy. I'm not going to say too many bad things about him because I don't know him on that level, but other than him being pretty slow and should reclassify to the intermediate or novice division, nice guy.
All right, on that note, we're moving from a guy we barely know to a guy we know very well, Mr. Christopher Meeker. I call him Chrissy. He lives in North Carolina. He ended up NAG 9 in the ABA, and he ended up NBL number 5. Good guy, talk to him every now and then. Great rider. I believe he picked up a win this year in Rockford. I look for big things out of Chrissy next year, riding for the Renan Design Group. I believe it's Renan Intense, or he's on a speed or something this year. But like I said, good rider. You guys ever seen the Radical Rick cartoons? Chris got himself in there. I don't know how he pulled that one off. Paying a lot of guys off, doing a lot of homosexual favors. I don't know how he did that.
Exactly. The key word you just said was homosexual favors. Homosexual favors and Chris Meeker go hand in hand. When Bob Harrow immortalized Meeker with that cartoon while he was beating Eric Carter and Matt Hayden, one word describes that event, and that's luck. He should have never been ahead of those 2 California kids. Chris Meeker doesn't have the skills to carry my jockstrap. Okay, next.
All right, let's move on. Oh, the next guy on the list, Robert Riofrio, myself. I don't know what I'm doing so far up there. NAG 8 in ABA, sucks. Good number though. Steve Young, he was number 8. He won a Super Bowl. What can I say? I didn't race any NBL. Well, I didn't race the NBL Grands this year, but I'll give myself an A+ this year. I think I did pretty well. What do you think, Al? How's I doing out there?
An A+ in Chris Meeker homosexual activities, buddy? Are you serious? Come on, A+, buddy.
Yeah, I know my fooling. I did shitty this year. I suck. He sucks. Finished at the bottom of the list. We didn't even make our mains at the ABA Great. Well, I made cruiser. He didn't make any. So I don't know. I don't know what to say. Let's move on. Oh, the next guy, Al Roynuts. We can just start right there. Sucks. I don't know. What do you have to say about yourself?
Hold on. That term I kind of take offense to for a couple reasons. One, I was born premature, and that affected me in a lot of ways. I'm kind of emotional right now, but it's been an issue.
Anyway, he says he's going for it this year, ladies and gentlemen. He's getting on a training program. I heard this many, many times. Do I believe it? No. What do I think he's going to do? I believe he'll practice tomorrow. I believe he'll have a great day announcing. And then I believe we'll see him at Marquisian. I can't see it from here, but there's a bar upstairs. I think there's a seat there. He's had his name etched in the seat since, I think, 1985, since the first year they had the race here. They know him here. Anyway, Al Royness. We love him.
Skill, smooth. He loves the ladies. He's a dancer. This man needs no introduction to the civilized world. Al Roybal is all that in a bowl of chili with cheese and some macaroni on the side. And if you ain't 280, you ain't a lady, honey. But if you are, you got my digits. Give me a call. We can hang out.
Boom, there it is, Al Royness. Okay, moving on to the next guy. Oh, our buddy the Quaker, Scott Burright from Pennsylvania. I love Burright. He's a great guy. Can he ride a bike?
No.
No.
No. He can't ride a bike, and he is currently racing in the 40 and over division. That's where he needs to go. That's where he needs to stay. Not only is he an old man, he's overrated. Not only can he not ride a bike, he cannot. I ain't gonna get perverted. I'll just say he can't ride. You know what I mean?
That's true. He ended up NAG or NBL number 8, and he didn't race ABA. Move on to our next guy, Eric Feely, the lumberjack, I like to call him. He lives out in the woods somewhere, Deliverance it's Deliverance West Coast style in Oregon. Big meathead guy, very fast. Does these stupid one gate, one hand starts, but we still love him. I love you, Eric. You're a good guy. He ended up NAG 6 in the ABA. He doesn't race any NBL. I guess no tracks in the Northeast NBL. Like I said, I like him. Pretty good guy, fast, always up near the front. I don't know about Roybal. Roybal won't like anybody, but we'll get his thoughts on him anyway.
I like Philly when he's not at the races. That pedal in the air ET crap that he does sucks. The whole one-handed gate starter thing sucks. I don't know. I think he's got a lot of muscle, a lot of potential. He's kind of like a gem that hasn't been carved. It's just raw and unpolished and fucking ugly.
Wow, we don't need the F-bombs in this thing, but, you know, Al's passionate about these things. Okay, now down to, this is kind of a surprise here for me. Sean Dupree, he ended up ABA NAG 5. He was winning the Grands and he ended up falling. And I guess he didn't race in very much NBL because I don't have him in the top 10. Dupree, very nice guy, big burly looking dude, kind of scared. I didn't want to meet him in a dark alley, afraid he'd slit your throat. But actually, he's a nice guy. Very fast. He's been the top dude in our class since I started racing again. Won the Grands this year on Cruiser. I don't know how did he do with the NBL Grands. I wasn't there.
He did incredibly good. He was on fire all day long, right up until those mains. He looked really good. He's got a lot of muscle, a lot of size. Looks like he should be an MMA fighter. Definitely not a porn star. He's lacking in some significant areas. But other than that,